Hey, this is Arthur from Raw eCommerce. I'm sorry for the bad video quality and audio quality. It's pretty late in the evening, and I'm recording this video because I'm just really excited and I wanted to share with you a story about my startup, about a story of my startup experience, so that it can serve you as a guide and as a lesson for you, so that you don't have to make these mistakes and you can just skip straight to the success. But yeah, it all begins when I finished my high school. I just graduated from my high school, and I didn't go to study to university. I decided to take a path and to learn to be a business owner myself. And at the time in the high school, I was working for one business owner, and he had many businesses, and he offered me to start a business with him together. And it was really a pleasure for me that he offered me this chance, this opportunity to start a business. And I had the plans to study in I actually got accepted. I'm not gonna tell you which, but like one of the best business schools in Europe. And yeah, I wanted to study business management, but in the end, I decided that yep, if I'm gonna learn to do a business, I'm gonna do it the way through practice. And as he offered me the chance, it just clicked in my mind. Oh my God, I'm not gonna go to study. I'm gonna build a business with him. Long story short, that business failed. It didn't fail. It could have been a great business, but it failed because of me. I we were trying to build like a restaurant, and I've had these like innovative ideas. I was always thinking about innovation. I didn't want to be just another restaurant. I didn't want to build just another food company. So I was thinking about how can we implement like vegan food? How can we implement like some robots or all crazy shit? Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about how we can make our restaurant better. And what happened is that in the end, it just didn't make sense for us to build a business. And I also had no experience in building restaurants, and I just stopped. I wasn't interested enough in pursuing this business model. So what happened is I was looking for more mentors, for more business owners that I could work for. I was actually offering them to work for free. So I would offer my services, my I didn't have any experience, just my time. In return, I could get some lessons and learn about building a business. So that's when I met Maris, who is an owner of Fertrex, which is he's the founder of Fertrex, which is a low-level laser therapy device that improves men's fertility. Basically, in simple terms, it improves men's sperm quality. And I was very excited about this product, even though I was at the time I was only 19 years old. I was really excited about his product. I went to his office and he explained me what it is, what it does, and I was extremely excited. I wanted to work with him. I wanted to help him as good as I could. Uh, but yeah, at that time there were actually three founders, three owners working in the company, but two of them they had to leave. It was due to their personal reasons, and it's not their fault. It was actually pretty bad for them in their private life, so they had to leave the company, which was okay. So we were just two of us, the owner, who is a doctor, and Maris, and also me. And my job was to basically do marketing because he was very tech savvy. He knew a lot about the medicine. He was really, really smart. He is really smart. And I just I took the job of marketing, as previously all my life I've been making content. I've loved creating videos, building advertisements, marketing, and so on. So I just took the job of marketing, but as I said, I had no idea how to do it. And this topic of men's fertility, sperm quality, It was pretty sensitive, so I didn't know how to advertise it. So what happened is that we joined a couple of acceleration programs. We went on different business incubators. We got some money from the government. It was pretty small amount just so we can improve our product. Um, so we were basically flying around Europe and looking for investors. We were traveling to Budapest. I was in Budapest twice. I was in Germany, in Poland, in Lithuania, Estonia. So I was traveling around. I was speaking to a lot of investors. I was pitching them my idea, even though it was pretty crazy, as I was 19 years old and I was pitching an idea about even improving sperm quality with low-level laser therapy. So yeah, it was pretty amazing. I mean, they usually asked me a question. I mean, why are you so interested in this? Why would a 19-year-old boy is so interested in building this device? And I told them that, well, we did this research on students, and it turned out that students have the worst sperm quality in the world. Like in the all ages, students have one of the worst sperm qualities. So I didn't want to be that student. I was cautious about my future. So I wanted this product to succeed, so that I knew that in the future, when I want to make kids, that there's a solution that I can proceed and use to improve my quality and conceive a baby. So anyways, enough about a startup. As I said, I was just traveling around the world. I was joining different accelerators, mentor programs, and so on. But we were getting anywhere. We were just wasting money. We had some money from our early adopters. We didn't have many early adopters. There were just a small amount. Mars also had a previous business with low-level laser therapy, but it was more for face beauty, and this was sort of a new product and actually a different company. So he was getting some money from his previous startup, but it wasn't enough. We were just wasting money on this startup, and we weren't getting anywhere. We had a product. We had our first version of the product, then we had a second version, which basically looked like the first version looked like a tractor, and the second version looked like a Lamborghini. So it just looked cooler, but the functions were the same and basically did the same things. So we were stuck, and I didn't know where to go, what to do, and uh, and actually I left the company. I I just couldn't help. I was traveling around. I was speaking in these conferences in front of like thousands of people, different startup owners, investors doing pitches all the time. But actually I was learning about how to pitch. I was learning about how to build a finance plan, how to build like the hockey stick finance plan, and the investors love it for some reason, even though they never loved it. Yeah, about how you should emphasize on how big your problem is, or other types, like you should do your market research and create your thumb, some like all these different terms. But in the end, I was doing a presentation, and I did it as I was mentored. I did it great. I spoke loud and clear. I made some jokes. I did all the financial analysis, market analysis, everything. Like everything was like in the books. I did everything how it was in the books, but none of the investors were interested, or rarely any investor was interested. And so we were stuck in this cycle, and I had to leave. So I left the company, and I started working as a freelancer. And this idea kept bugging me that I couldn't find a solution. I I just thought about all the time. I wanted to solve this problem of why couldn't I make the investors invest in our company? It is such a big problem. The solution is great, but why aren't they investing? We had a patent. We had everything. We had a patent, we had a design, we had everything. But why wouldn't they invest in our business? So yeah, I left the company, I left the startup. I started doing some freelance work for marketing. I helped some companies in Latvia to scale their businesses. I even joined this marketing agency. I worked for a while in a marketing agency, which really opened my eyes on marketing. I think that was that's the best experience that I had, and I learned so much about how to scale businesses and how to actually get results. So I wanted to take this knowledge that I've gained from this industry, and by the way, they were helping service providers, and I wanted to take this knowledge that I've learned from this marketing industry, from reading books, from watching courses, and take it into the startup industry and into the e-commerce. And that's when I left the marketing agency, and I started working with startups again. And I used my knowledge, my experience that I've gained from this to validate startups. And I also read a book called The Lean Startup by Eric Rice, and it's just an amazing book. And when I combine this marketing knowledge and the Lean Startup guidelines, combine it together, uh, man, I got amazing results for my clients. I was started working, as I said, with startups, uh, especially startups that sell products directly to consumers, which is D2C, if you're familiar with the term. And what we were doing is we created a first prototype, which basically is an MVP or a prototype, whatever you want to call it, that just works. It does the job. It might not look like the best thing in the world. It might have some flaws. It usually the cost of manufacture is pretty high, but we made the first prototype and we understood the costs. We calculated in some margin for advertising, and we just launched it. We created a landing page. Like I've gotten pretty good at creating landing pages over the years, but yeah, we create a beautiful landing page for the product, even though it's just a prototype, or even though we know that we can't manufacture them in hundreds. We would need an investment to buy like these machines and get better shipping rates and so on. But we just created a simple landing page and started selling our startup product, even though it wasn't even ready for mass production. And what we did is we received some buy orders, some interest. We received email newsletters, signups, and we were looking for early adopters. And yeah, in the end, there were people buying our product. They were getting the product. Of course, it had some flaws, but when I usually worked with the startups, they were pretty quick to learn from these mistakes and fix the problems that their products had. And most of the time, actually, early adopters, they understood that this is a new product, this is a startup, it's not going to be ideal. So we would offer them some either money back guarantee, or we would ship them out a new version of the product whenever it came out. So we offered them a lot of things like an early bird package, so that they are their top number one VIP quality customers. And yeah, this is what actually got for some of the startups to sell their businesses and find investors. And now that I look back at when I did my first pitches, when I pitched my first product at Fertrix, I was doing it so wrong. I was doing it like I was taught. They taught me to speak about a finance plan, talk about market caps, a total total market, total acquired market, or I don't even remember those names anymore. But none of that mattered. Now that when I speak with other startups and they ask me, well, what should I do in my pitch? I just tell them, you just go into stage and tell them what you did and what were the results. Just two things. You don't need anything else. When people that create landing pages and they start collecting money from customers and shipping out their products, or they're getting like newsletters, if it's just like really complicated startup and they just want to get some interest from public, when they do the pitch, you just tell the investors what you did. So I created a landing page with this product. It looked like this. We ran advertising on Facebook, Google, anything, whatever you want to do based on your budget. and we run an advertisement campaign. And from this advertisement campaign that we spent, let's say 1,000 euros, we get 10 sales. And we think that if we lower the cost of manufacturing, if we buy this uh, this machine, which is going to lower the cost of manufacturing, so we can lower our cost or product price, and also we can start manufacturing more and other things that we could do. We could invest more money into marketing, so we could use the same funnel. We could adjust it a little bit. So if we would invest 10,000 euro, $10,000, we could get like 100 people to buy our product. So this is what you tell an investor. You tell them, okay, we did this, we did that, and based on these results, we believe that if we will get an investment from you, we could invest in this, and this is going to improve the result, and that's why we need your money. And also another fun fact is that actually you don't need an investor to grow your e-commerce startup business. You can basically do that based on your. You can just collect the orders, manufacture a product, and start making some profit so that you can sell your product and grow your business organically without any outsourced cash. So that is also an option. But if you want to grow fast, you can do it from with the help of investors. Also, if it's like your first startup, I wouldn't recommend you growing your startup uh, with uh, with investors, because uh, once you get into that like company sized like enterprise sized business, there are many things that you will need help with, and you will have no idea how to manage. So if you grow your business step by step, without skipping any steps, then next time when you build your startup, you will know, okay, if I get this money, I will skip some steps, but I know what this step is going to be. Otherwise, if it's your first startup, you're going to skip some steps and you're going to fail because there were some steps that you didn't know existed. So if you understand the logic, if I made it clear for you, then yeah, I would suggest if you're just starting, if it's your first startup, try growing it organically. And if you see some great results or you have some experience in business, then you can look for investors and use the same framework when you pitch. Tell them what you did, what were the results, and based on those results, if you change something, what are your predictions that is going to change. So tell them how much money you need to make that change, and that's it. And they can get a share for it. Your business is going to grow. They're going to earn some money. You can exit later. So yeah, anyways, this turned out to be a little bit longer video. Thank you for watching if you reached this point. Thank you very much for watching this video. I really hope that it was very valuable. If you think that you would like to learn more about how to build landing pages, how to build Facebook advertisement or Google advertising, so you can bring those early adopters to your landing page and start converting them into customers, then click subscribe to this channel, and yeah, leave a like. If you have any questions, reach out to me either directly or to the comment section. Have an amazing day. Thank you again for watching the video. Bye.